Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Trey Lance with Lance Buildings, and it is Tuesday. We did not work yesterday because it was just too cold, but as you can see behind us, we have got both of our eave walls prepped, ready to stand, and we're going to start setting trusses today. There's the trusses, and she is running finally. It took about 6-8 tries to get her started, running the glow plugs about 10 times. That's how cold it is. We've never had our skid steer not start. All right, so what we got here is what we call a sill. So it's a foam type membrane, basically goes in between the bottom plate and your concrete. It allows for no moisture, no water, no air, and kind of keeps rodents, ants, bugs, whatever, from crawling underneath the bottom plate. Because if it's just wood sitting on concrete, there's gonna be airflow that gets through there. All right, first two trusses are on. You're probably wondering why we started in the center instead of on a gable end. Neither one of our gable ends are framed in. That is because of this storm shelter and a whole slew of plumbing right here. So I don't have a telehandler, but you couldn't even get a telehandler in here because that just drops down 30 feet there, and we got a stem wall. So it's like 30 feet, 40 feet to even get to the edge of the stem wall to be able to set them. So that is why. So we're gonna set, we basically started right here on the edge of the storm shelter, and we're just gonna work our way all the way back. We'll build that gable wall, and then we'll start trussing all the way out, and then we'll build that gable wall. All right, guys, that in-wall is up. We are going to grab the last in-wall truss, set it here, and we'll finish off all of our roof purlins and catwalks. So something we like to do here is when we're setting trusses is $100 for the plastic. No mud, no tire tracks on the concrete. stopped our trusses 12 or 14, whatever it is, feet back from the end wall here. So now I can reach with the skid steer all the way out and set the next truss. So we are going to build this end wall. It's got 3 massive headers in it, so I wanted to be able to stand it with the skid steer. So just got it all marked out. Guys, so we've got 40 feet of trusses set so far, but we've got all of our catwalks in. We've got the end wall perfectly level, string lined, all braced off. And then lastly, what we did is ran a string line, the jacket's hitting it, but a string line here, as you can see, all the way up the truss to get the truss perfect. And we had to put a ratchet strap in on that side and one on over there. But yeah, everything is perfect now. Alright, we are starting our roof sheathing. That'll go all the way out to the end there, Josh. 4 foot on center trusses, 2 foot on center purlins, zip system. Then we don't have to worry about paperberry. So basically now, Titus is running through with the blower, blowing off all the dust. He's got a hammer, so just checking if there's any nails sticking up, just pounding them down. And we are going to start rolling zip tape. So we zip tape all of the seams and any nail that penetrates through the sheathing. So if it's smooth on top, the nail on top of the sheathing, it's fine. It seals it. But if it goes below the sheathing, then we have to put a piece of zip tape over it. So then when you have nails that are flush, those are good, but when they're sunk in too far, just come back and throw a little piece of tape on. Just the way warranty works on them. That way no water will ever penetrate. If the nail is even with it, it doesn't allow water in, or moisture. Alright, we are fixing to sheathe this eave wall. First thing we do is we go through, just double check because your studs get warped. So double check all of our window bays to make sure they're level, and if they're not, we can adjust them with the sheathing. So when we put the sheathing on, we can nail at the bottom and then level it, or plumb it I should say, and then tack a nail to it. And then we start on the corner where you pulled your layout at with 16" on center, and we measure every stud all the way down so that they're 16" on center from there to there, perfectly plumb.
Trusses.